Hello guys, in today's tutorial we'll be talking about UI UX designs. Okay, now let's have it. Introduction to UI UX designs. Okay, what is UI design? UI design, short for user interface design, refers to the process of designing the visual elements and layout of a digital product or interface. It involves creating the graphical elements such as buttons, menu, and overall visual aesthetic that user interact with when using a website, mobile app, or any other graphical platform. Okay, in our previous tutorial, we talked about how to design a card, how to design mobile app, and all of that. You see some elements, you see components, you see colors, and so many other elements, visual elements that you can see. Okay, what actually make a site very okay for a user to navigate into is the visual elements. Okay, what you can see on the website. For instance, on this screen, on this slide, you can see this text. You can see this text here is very bold compared to other text here. Okay, this one is showing an emphasis, telling the users that look, this one is they want you to pay attention to this. Introduction to UI UX design. This is the major focus of this slide. So beside that, we also have a color text here. What is UI design? Okay, this one is also make an emphasis, telling the user, look, there is something very important here we want you to take a look at. So the UI design, their job is to make sure that the users they have a nice experience when going through the app, website, or so many digital products or digital platform. Okay, these are the job of the UI. The UI is not the same as UX design. The UI designer is not the same as UX designers. Okay, it could be one person may be UI and UX designer. It's possible, yes, it's very possible. But I want to make a clear difference between them. The two of them is not the same. Their job is different. Okay, their job is different. We will see that later on when we are talking about the UX design. Okay, now UI designers are responsible for creating visually appealing and intuitive interfaces that effectively communicate information and guide users through the interactions. They work closely with UI designers, developers, and stakeholders to ensure that the interface aligns with what your overall user experience, goal, and brand identity. Very important. The UI makes sure that the brand take a very nice look. Okay, so that when the customer, when they come in, they will feel excited when they are using the product. It will not be a product that when the user comes in, it has to leave. Why? Because it's a bad UI. That platform, that product has a bad UI. Okay, that is the work of the UI. They make sure the product is enjoyable for the users, because the product, the user, they are the king. They say customer is a king. You have to develop a product that when the user when they are using it, they feel excited, they feel joyful. You get? They feel excited. They want to enjoy it to the fullest. Okay, let's move to the next slide. The next slide, what does it have for us? Now, okay, there is key aspect that I want to share with you right here. User design, UI design encompasses several key aspects. Pay attention to this. We have up to 5 key aspects. The number 5 is the best, as it is what I want you to pay attention to. The number 5 is the thing I want you to pay a very clear attention to. Okay, first here, the number 1 is visual design. The number 1 is visual design. Okay, UI designers determines the visual aspect, color schemes, typography, and overall look and feel of the interface. Okay, now you can see the screen. The way my screen is looking now is very nice and clean. All right, It's not something that will disturb you. You can see the color. The color is chosen carefully. The color is chosen carefully. You can see this design here, very nice. This image here, very nice, correspond with the other design here. You can see this style where it's positioned. This text is also showing an emphasis. Okay, hierarchy, we'll come to that later. It's showing an emphasis. Okay, UI designer determine what the visual style, color scheme, typography. Okay, let's move to the next slide. We are done. We talked about that already. Now the second one is layout and components. Fifth one is the most important of them all. Okay, layout and components. Now UI designers organize the various elements of the interface, including buttons, forms, images, and text, to create a clear and logical structure. They consider factors like hierarchy, very important. Hierarchy. Okay, let me show you an example of hierarchy now. This one is an hierarchy. We'll make it very clear from every other text, and this one too. We are showing an hierarchy is showing an emphasis. All right, showing laying an emphasis on a particular text. Okay, we either make the text more larger, the font more larger than the other, maybe showing that this one you want the user to pay more attention to that. Okay, layout and components. You can see this image here. We have components. We have a lot of components here. We have cards. This one they are cards. We have slide also. We have slide. We have icon. This pen icon. We have so many other things. We have this settings icon. We have barcode icon and so many others. So this actually showing us, telling us the importance of the UI. All right, the importance of the UI is very important. Without the UI, the users will have a bad experience. Okay, let's move to the next slide. The next slide is interaction design. These are the job of the UI. The UI makes sure that the user doesn't feel frustrated. Okay, make sure that the user, when they are using the product, they feel excited. Okay, they feel excited. Look at this woman. The woman is placing an image. Look at it, placing an image. Okay, they are having a conversation. Oh, should this image be here or will it be here? Okay, make sure that your design is interactable. Your design is interactable with what? The users. The user is the king. You have to make everything possible to make sure that the users, they enjoy the product to the fullest. Okay, that's the job of the UI. Now UI designers define how users interact with the interface elements. The elements that we are talking about, we have all of this one: the image, the element, the text, the layout. These are the elements. The font, the colors, the arrangement, the layout. These are the elements. Okay, this includes designing interactive elements, yes, like buttons, drop down menu, slides, and transition. They focus on creating intuitive and responsive interaction that enhance usability and engagement. All right, a poor UI, the user will not stay up to a minute. You just go away. All right, so it is the job of the UI designer to make sure that the joy of the users is being fulfilled. All right, UI design play a crucial role in creating visually appealing, easy to use, and engaging digital interfaces by considering factors like visual aesthetic, layout, and interactive elements. User designers strive to create interfaces that provide a positive and seamless user experience. All right, let's move to the next slide. The next slide is prototyping. Okay, this is also job of the UI. In a moment, we are going to see the job of the UX designers too. Okay, so that we will see a clear difference between the two of them. All right. Okay, I said earlier, one person can actually do the two jobs, or if yes, it's possible, but the two job is different. Okay, prototyping. UI designer often create interactive prototypes. to demonstrate what the functionality and visual aspect of the interface. These prototypes allow stakeholders and developers to understand and provide feedback on the design before implementation. Alright, before implementation. So prototype is very collaboration. Yes, this is the fifth one that I want you to pay attention to. Collaboration. UI designer collaborate with UX designers. Okay, you can see in fact the three of them, they work hand in hand. One is not better than the other. Okay, one is not better than the other. Okay, it's also good that if a UI designer, UX designer, at the same time you are still a developer, so your work will be so much. Well, if you can do that, good for you. You are still going to have a good pay. All right, UI designers collaborate with the UX designers, developer, and other stakeholders to ensure that the UI design align with the overall user experience and technical requirements. They iterate on design based on feedback and make necessary adjustments throughout the design process. You can see the collaboration here. This one brings his own skills, this one brings his own skill. They work together to the major focus is to make the user enjoy the product. You see, look at this. If this one is a UI designer, this one is UX designer, this one developer, the other one stakeholder. They bring their skills, okay? Bring their skill as a UI designer, as a UX designer, as a developer, stakeholder. They bring their skill to achieve a major goal, which is to make the user enjoy the product. The product could be an app, it could be a website, or any other thing, any other digital platform, okay, or any other digital product. Could be anything. Okay, UI design focus on the visual element of a digital interface, including the layout, yes, color, typography, and overall aesthetic. It aims to create visually appealing and engaging designs that are consistent with the brand identity, very important, and effectively communicate information to the user. UI designers work on crafting the look and feel of the interface, ensuring that it is visually pleasing, easy to understand, and encouraging user interaction. That is it, guys. All right, the next one. Okay, here we come the US. Let's get rid of this. I don't think this one is. You tell me which one. Okay, I believe it's okay like this. Okay, now what is UX design? We have learned so many things concerning UI design. Let's talk about the UX design. The UX design, or user experience design, focusing on creating meaningful and satisfying experiences for users. The major focus, both the developer, the UI designers, is to make sure the users, they are having a nice time with the product. That is the focus. You bring your skills, I bring my skill, the other one bring his skills, merge them together to achieve that goal, to achieve that purpose of the product. The purpose of the product is to make the user feel good, to make the user interact with the product seamlessly. That is the focus, that is the purpose. Okay, focus on creating meaningful and satisfying experiences for users when they interact with a product, service, or system. It encompasses various disciplines including research, analysis, design, and testing, with the ultimate goal of enhancing user satisfaction and improving usability. Don't forget that, and improving usability. UX design focus on the overall experience that a user has while interacting with a digital product or service. It involves understanding the user's needs. Yes, the user needs, behavior, and expectation to create a seamless and enjoyable experience. UX designer conduct user research, create user persona, develop user flows and wireframes, and perform usability testing to ensure that the interface is user-friendly, efficient, and meets the goal of the user and the business. Okay, the next slide is this user research. These are the job of the UX design. User research. UX design conduct research to gain insight into what user behavior, motivation, and pain points. Please understand this. UX designers, they go beyond the scene. All right, they go beyond the scene to know the pain point of the users, because the product is for the users. All right, to know the pain point of the users. If you just develop a product that is not solving anything, you are not going to make anything out of it. All right, they create a user persona, ask questions. Please, this product, test this. Is it okay? If it's not okay, what do you think that we have to do that we can improve more on it? These are the job of the UX designers. Okay, know your job today and do your job very well. All right, let's continue. Okay, this involves techniques such as user interviews, survey, and usability testing to understand user needs and inform design decisions. UX design focus on understanding and improving what the overall experience users have when interacting with a product or system by conducting user research, creating intuitive interactions, and optimizing the usability of interface. UX designer aim to create what product that meets user needs, drive satisfaction, and achieve business goal. That is the focus. Okay, for you to achieve the goal of the business, users must have their free course. Okay, get that. User must have their free course. Okay, the next slide, information architecture. All right, this is the job of the UX designers, the information architecture. Now, information architecture, UX designers structure the information and content within a digital product or system. They organize the information in a logical and intuitive manner, creating navigation system and hierarchies that makes it easy for user to find what they need. All right, the UX designer, they go out of their way. They go beyond the scene. They go beyond the scene. All right, to ask question. They go straight to the users. What do you want? Check this product. What do you want? How do you feel? If it's like this, do you like it? Or if there's anything, tell us. Let us improve so that you can have a nice time with the product. This is the work of the UX. They go out of their way to meet the very users. Okay, unlike the UI design, they stay in their office and make structure out their alignment structure. Bring colors together, do all of that. But UI design does not have time to meet the users. But that is the job of the UX designers. All right, all hail to UX designers right there. Okay, let's continue. Information architecture is the discipline of making information findable and understandable. It includes searching, browsing, categorizing, and presenting relevant and contextual information to help people understand their surroundings and find what they are looking for online in the real world. Okay, information architecture is like a blueprint. Okay, this is like a blueprint, a visual representation of the product infrastructure, features, and hierarchy. The level of details is up to the designer. Yes, very important. The level of detail is up to the designer. Okay, the next slide. Here we have it. The information architecture, the structure. For instance, we have this e-commerce site here. All right, when you get to the home page, e-commerce website, you see clothing, you see search, you see accessory, you see card, you see location, find clothes, browse entire site, find accessory, check out, find location, map, payment, choose, shirts. So this is the home page architecture. All right, the home page architecture. All right guys, if you find value on this tutorial, this training, please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so that when next I upload a content like this, you'll be the first person to get notified. All right, we will continue in the next series. Thank you so much guys. So thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you.